What's something you've stopped eating because it's become too expensive? No fast food. Cheaper coffee. More peanut butter. Less lunch meat maybe every other month. More fruits and vegetables and at least one meatless dinner week. I buy beer in 6-packs and not 12-packs. I drink only on the weekends if I do at all. These downgrades aren't all that unhealthy. Anyway, right. Also, no more paper plates. I had gotten rather fancy pants with buying boxes of Kleenex. Now, I'm back to TP rolls. No napkins, just paper towels for all other things. So, I've at least have my paper products purchases. Baby steps towards the grave of America's middle class. We have stopped eating fast food. It is too expensive and the quality sucks. We also no longer do any kind of food delivery. We use DoorDash all the time when the option first became available. Now, DD prices are higher than the restaurant. You pay for Dash Pass supposedly to avoid delivery fees. And then they add on service fees instead. It's definitely not worth it. We now spend the extra money on meat from a local farm, fish from a local market, and produce from our little produce shop. It still saves money, and the quality is outstanding. It used to be pretty normal for me to make a steak once or twice a week. But now the beef I buy is the bad cuts that you can only save by slow cooking it. I also stopped buying pork and lamb. My go-to meat is chicken thighs now, because I can buy it in bulk, and the macros aren't terrible. 10 How anyone affords to eat out on the regular anymore. I make more money than I ever have in my life right now. And it is less affordable to me now than it was when I made minimum wage 20 years ago. Fruits. Every week I go to the grocery store telling myself I should eat more fruits. But every week I come home empty-handed because strawberries are like $6.99 for a tiny pack. And the organic ones are like $12.99. Why would I pay $8 for a tiny box of berries? The worst culprit is grapes because they'll say $6 but per pound in tiny letters. So when I check out the bag it's actually like $17 for the grapes. Restaurants. Last week, I spent $30 for a single serving of lasagna as takeout for my mum, who was in the hospital. I had a craving. Screw that took 45 minutes. But I made my own lasagna yesterday. Splurged on the sauce $9, but Rouse is so much better than ragu. $10 for mozzarella and ricotta. Then $3 for noodles plus 3 eggs we hard boil, slice, and insert them in a cheese layer. So for less than $25, there's enough for my wife and I for 2 wonder meals. Really random and personal, to artichokes LOL. Pre-pandemic I don't remember the costs, but I think they were around $1.50. Last year they were $2.50 each and I was like, "Hey." This year they're between $3 and $3.99 each. Can't do that for a single veggie that's not super substantial. My family loved them when I was young, and the love started with my grandma who passed away 2 months ago. I wanted to get some to think of her but couldn't justify the cost. Anything from an app, Postmates, etc. 1. The restaurant adjusts their prices to cover the fees. 2. You're tipping the restaurant and the driver and it's just too much money, or just the driver and feeling bad about it. 3. The fees they tack on are exorbitant. The good thing about this is it's made me remember the good old days of getting takeout, so when we're lazy and don't want to cook, I just go pick it up and save almost 40. Eggs. I could easily eat eggs a morning for breakfast. I've been told to slow down to like 5 weeks, boo the doctor overweight. But now that 30 eggs costs $10, instead of the 7 they used to at Costco, I might eat one. Then there's numerous other items we don't buy unless it's on sale anymore. Watermelons were a big one last year. A full-size watermelon was $16 at a big box grocery store over the summer. Fast food has never been worth it, but especially now. Same cost if not more than a food cart, and it's super unhealthy. The only thing it had going for it was convenience. Being a drive-through. and inexpensive. I'd rather give my money to a family-owned business and get out of my car. It's a mild inconvenience and so much better for my health. In Germany, I've gone more plant-based now, and it's a lot cheaper and tastes better to it used to be €2.5 for a 500 grams packet of chicken. Then the war in Russia broke out a week later. It was €5 a packet. It literally doubled in a year. Before, plant-based used to be more expensive, but now it's actually cheaper. Also healthier too. Junk food. Never ate a whole ton. I would keep like a bag of chips or some ice cream in the cabinet or freezer. Now a bag of chips is like $10. Screw that. Same with cereal. Never ate much because I'm still hungry after eating it, so it was like candy for me. Now it's like $8 a box, so again screw it. A lot of stuff Ontario. For reference, fresh berries, cereal, chips and pop, salmon, meat, especially beef. Still buy but half as much as I used to, unless they are on sale. Still find it odd that cereal can be so pricey considering a lot of them are just simple grains. You'd think they'd be cheap. Out, in general, even are cheap. Good food places have jumped in price so much that they aren't worth it. And I cannot bring myself to pay $22.50 for a dish that was $10.50 pre-pandemic. And thanks to the pandemic and work from home, I'm a way better cook than I used to be. Cereal. A box of cereal was like $7, $9 at the supermarket. That and one of the Kellogg's CEO telling people to just eat cereal for dinner because of inflation. Yeah, no. You're not getting another goddamn dime out of me. You smarmy fuck. Fucking wings. Used to be poor people food and many places had specials like 50-cent wings. Now it's like $2 per wing with no sides included. Place I work has fantastic wings and I get half off. I still don't think it's worth paying for. I used to be a religious Diet Coke drinker. Could get buy one get one 12-pack for $5.99. Now the sales are buy to get one free, and a single 12-pack is now $10.99 at my grocery store. This rise in price has been over the last 3 years. Wings. Chicken wings. It's a junk meal, you know. I don't want to spend a ton of money on a junk meal. They used to be a lot more affordable to just buy a bunch and go home and grab your seasonings, etc. to get to it. Not anymore. Read meat. Eating out in general. DoorDash is now exclusively for when both of us are sick. Frozen meals. Anything pre-made and marked up for convenience. This will be a year of living like this. 2 incomes. No kids. Fuck this. Coffee takeout. It's one of those things I do if I have a gift card or promo. But otherwise I make it at home. I've become very impressed with my latte making abilities and it honestly tastes the same. Frozen pizza. The shitty brands like Tombstone are still somewhat cheap, but I'm not paying $11.99 for California Pizza Kitchen BBQ chicken pizza, when every place in the state will make one fresh for $15. Wasn't that each meal individually was expensive, but going out for lunch every work day for months on end was adding up to be crazy, so I meal prep now. And it isn't amazing, but I save so much more cash. Salads. I used to pick up a salad at my local grocery store on my way home from work, or for a quick lunch. It used to be $6.50, but now they have $13 for the exact same salad. Fuck that. Lerpec butter. It was my go-to butter for over 20 years. Then last year their prices had risen so much that I decided it's not worth it, and will buy regular supermarket brand butter. Definitely cut way back on my steak intake. And you can't have steak and a mortgage at the same weight for hunting season to come around again. Steak. Now I get cheaper cuts and leave it in the crock pot for 8 hours or so on low to tenderize before grilling. I have discovered that I actually like it better, so win-win. Plant milk. I got one of those home appliances that makes it for you, just add water, press a button and strain when it's done. The difference in price liter is mind-blowing. Don't go out to eat and always pack lunch. I buy cheaper fruit, apples and banana mostly. Strawberries are a treat. No cheese. We used to get expensive cheese. We don't go out as often. I've been downgrading seltzer water from Locro to Bubby to Polar to store brand. Found out cheaper tastes the eating out at all. Fast food is gross. Restaurants' food quality has gone down so much. I'd rather spend more money on groceries to make food at home. Nothing specific. But I stopped going out to eat lunch and just eat some cereals at my office instead. Then my wife and I take turns cooking dinner. I think I had my last Five Guys meal. Little bacon cheeseburger. Regular drink and little fry was $21.50. I still keep the receipt to remind me. Eating out in general has become too expensive. Couple that with the decline in quality and service, and it's rapidly becoming a special occasion. Steak. I loved making just like a little BBQ steak in the summer. IDK when the break was. But now even at Costco it's like $5-6 per steak. Diet soda. I'd like to drink 1-3 a day. The cost adds up, so now I use zero sugar fruit punch lemonade powder packets 10 sticks for $1. Steak and fish. It's just too expensive. I have chicken and occasionally something made with ground beef. Pork disagrees with the whole family. T-bone steaks. My dad used to cook the family T-bones every Saturday night when I was young. Now that I'm grown up I can't afford to eat any.